welcome to another round of the Galactic Pod Racing Circuit for 2021. Today, I am joined by my longtime friend and rival, Mikey Berger, and this is probably going to be the most significant match of the tournament in outcomes so far, since this match is probably going to determine who gets eliminated from the bracket.
Yeah, that's a good point, actually. I think this should be a very interesting match. I do expect. I don't think this will be a wash. I think this will definitely be quite competitive. I think so. I mean, Cylinder's obviously, I would say, probably the favourite, but I know Beleos says he said in the preparatory room that he's done some stuff. In readiness for this match. It should be interesting.
Both are ready, and Beleos has been really fond of the new forces we have introduced this year, which I love.
Yeah, the players definitely got a lot more variety, haven't they, to choose from? A lot of different strategical ideas.
Countdown has been given.
Yeah, we are starting on Spice Mine Run. Yeah, default tracks with no skips for the first race, but for every following race, players can, if they wish, use one of their forces to enable skips for certain tracks.
Beleos off, and it looks like Cylinder just restarted. Now he's off. Ooh, took a balk. That was a really bad space to do it. Oh no!
It's an early death from Beleos.
Yeah. It's like, I usually see deaths on the dozer, but not usually there. And even though the streams are about Cylinder's 8 seconds behind Beleos, you can tell that he's already way ahead from that crash by about 5 to 6 seconds.
Yeah, definitely not where you want to crash with when you've barely used any of your boost at all.
Oh, crashes again.
Yeah, that was a bit unlucky, actually. He only scraped. Cylinder with a crash, so Beleos is one crash behind.
Yeah.
Yeah, stream's slightly off sync, so yeah, the Cylinder is ahead, although he took a bit of a nasty whack there on the last turn, which is quite harmful because there's a long straight here. Over the escalator. Cylinder looks like he's getting to a bit more of a rhythm now with this track. Another whack from Beleos, so losing some speed there due to that collision with the wall. You can see they have when they're both boosting or not boosting, you can see the difference in speed. Cylinder underheated quite badly there in that previous section.
And Beleos crashes in the minecart. Yeah, his boost timings are slightly off. Particularly, you shouldn't boost on that escalator. Ideally, what you should do is use that to cool down. Then as soon as you come off the escalator, floor the boost.
Yeah, although the engine's still quite cold even when he arrived on that, so yeah, it needs to work on that a little bit.
And Cylinder coming in with a 407. And it looks like a 420 for Beleos. Yep, it's a 420. Okay.
They both play on keyboard, I believe, these two players.
Okay. Beleos is asking who starts the permaban. Up. Beleos, Cylinder said you do. Fire Mountain Rally from Beleos as the first permaban.
Yep.
Inferno from Cylinder.
Yeah, Fire Mountain Rally, those Barunda tracks quite commonly ban circuits, really.
Vita's Wild Ride from Beleos.
Mongaza Speedway from Cylinder. That's an interesting ban.
Bang Mahonic.
Yeah, we should probably explain that we're now doing the temporary bans. So this is for every following track. The loser of the previous track will get to ban a pod. Then the winner temporarily bans an additional track, which only lasts for the next race. And then the loser then decides which track they want to play and which, if any, forces they would like to use. So they've got a choice of skips or banning additional pods. Or no upgrades. They can force no upgrades as well.
And Cylinder banning Death Row's Revenge. Scrappers. No force. Scrappers run no forces.
Yeah, so another straightforward race, really. So I probably will both go with Ben Quadinaris, although I don't know, maybe they could go. Someone could go with Mars, but I think really you want Ben on this track.
Yeah, this is not one of the harder tracks to be used Ben on.
Yeah, it's similar to Spice Mine Run actually, in that it has a acceleration section in the form of the tunnel. Although these tracks on this planet can be a little bit hazardous because they're easy to fall off. That's one thing I would.
Yeah, it's easy to fall off them, particularly if you tilt your pod. If you have a pod that has a very high hover height, like Ron Sanders or Mars Glow, sometimes when you tilt, you'll fall off the track because you go over the guardrail with it.
Yeah, there's nowhere to fall either. It's just sky.
Yeah.
Both players are saying they're ready in chat.
Okay. That then has been given.
Yeah, so obviously now, because this is Beleos' pick, should be a bit more interesting to see what happens with this this next race.
Okay, both are off. This is the part that just kills you like crazy. Beleos narrowly dodging it. Oh, but crashes on the other part. And Cylinder crashes on that death wall.
Probably the most common place to crash here, actually. Oh, Cylinder with a slow respawn there. That was interesting.
Yes. Oh! Beleos got knocked into red. Now.
Yeah, survive.
That was another bizarre death Cylinder took. I don't usually see a death there either.
Yeah, I've done that a few times actually. It can be quite hard to see because you don't really get much of a view ahead on these tracks.
Yeah.
That was a strange death by Beleos. I don't know what happened there.
He slammed into one of the pillars that were right above that death wall.
Yeah, definitely the most common place I would say to crash on this track. But Beleos is ahead at the moment.
That's the same crash he did last lap.
Yeah, although he's got a substantial lead, so he's got good chances.
Uh-oh! Still is ahead. Just... Oh my god, that's actually worse than crashing falling off the cliff. And Beleos takes this. 222.92 for Beleos. And Soder coming in with a 228.
Well, that was a cool race.
Okay. Okay, cylinder banning. Ben Quatanaros. The track is Beleos going to ban. Sebulba's Legacy. Actually, not a bad ban, considering the skip got demoted. It's way harder to do with Ben. So, serious. What's going on? But it's banning this Sebulba's Legacy. Now we're waiting for the track and force. Banning Ben and going to Bunta Classic.
Ooh.
No forces.
I think he just wants to take him to more technical tracks where he feels that he can get the advantage, basically.
So with Ben gone, you have a choice between Mars Glow, Elon Mac, Mahonic, and Bullseye Navoir.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what they pick for the pods here.
Yeah, because the safest bet is Bullseye, but he's a wee bit, but he's a slightly slower than Mars, Elon, and Mahonic optimally played.
Yeah, I think in general as well, that last race just goes to show how difficult this game is to play without with surviving. It's very, very difficult to survive on this game.
Yeah. Yeah, if you're doing a very much a marathon run of this game, which we have categories which can go up to 2 hours with no upgrade 100%, but a 100% run, you'll take a crash no matter how good you are. It's that hard.
Yeah, especially on this track they're playing.
Yeah, this track, it is a killer. It has one of the few spots of true RNG, and Beleos is going with Bullseye, which is the safe pick, and we thought was the fastest for the longest of time back in the day, too. Okay, both are ready. Come on, Cylinder. Show us what you got. Oh, he's really delaying it. Maybe he's doing the sand crawler. Mahonic from Le6lindre. And oh, and this is hilarious since he has an AI, since Mahonic actually started in the pole position in the Booty Classic race in the Phantom Menace movie.
Yeah. I think he must have prepared this because he's, this is his pick, then he's gone with Mahonic, so I guess he's practiced this.
Yeah. Mahonic's a very ignatic pod. He has a very strong boost thrust. He has pretty low traction, but has really tight turning. And has what I like to call engine buds because of how they're arranged. And
yeah.
Oh, Beleos is going with a slower wide. This is oh no, that's really gonna hurt Beleos, and there he is. And Cylinder wipes out his advantage by not boosting there.
Yes, he's unable to boost because he's lost too much speed when you go over that off-road section. So, yeah, it's interesting pod actually. Like if you play Mahonic or Elon Mac without upgrades, when you boost, you actually virtually double your speed, which is kind of interesting.
Ooh. And the acceleration for these pods is pretty opposite. Bullseye is one of the fastest accelerating, and Mahonic is the second slowest accelerating pod, tied with Elon Mac.
Yeah, I think Aldarbedo and Rats Terrell have the lowest.
Yes, those two have the lowest. In fact, Rats Terrell shares the same boost thrust as Bullseye Navoir, but you don't usually get to see it because his acceleration is so bad.
Yeah, having said that, they still go from like 0 to 400 in like just a few seconds.
Yeah. And this is the only true part of the RNG in the game. These Tuscan dude turn with their flame spouts. The part that they just exited is one of the few parts that you have to do.
Yeah,
dodges the same.
Mahonic
dodges.
definitely the advantage over some of the straights, I think. Yeah, there is a Zarlak pit on some of these tracks, and this one as well, yeah.
Yeah. The one that you probably recognize if you play Return of the Jedi, if you watch the movie Return of the Jedi and the Pit of Carkoon.
Yeah, which is actually where the skip is on this track as well.
Yes, I call it the Pit of Carkoon Division because of it. And it looks like Cylinder has a 10-second lead.
Yeah, Beleos playing pretty well though here, I would say. I would say he's playing better than he did last year. Good to see.
Definitely.
Yeah, Cylinder qualified in 15th position, and Beleos in 19th. So, tested.
Massive engine in the red.
Yeah, and of course with that he won't be. Can barely turn left. You can see he's really struggling to turn left there.
Well, Beleos crashed where Rex Terrell crashed and died in the movie.
Yeah, I think the idea with these pods is they actually steer technically by a different amount of power to each engine. So I think the idea is like if you have damage on one engine, it doesn't allow you to steer then for that reason.
Yeah, I think so. Send in the Jawas, we've got scrap.
Oh, trapped as well then. Another nasty rock collision from Cylinder.
Ooh, he didn't time it well. Wow, Beleos is going into the final lap on heavy damage.
Yeah, well at least it's fairly balanced. So
it's fairly balanced.
Yeah, having
barely cleared it because of how he repaired and lost some more speed. Wow, I'm amazed he survived that.
Yeah, it's actually better to have damage everywhere than just on one part. If you have damage on one part, that's a real problem, so...
Yeah, though it doesn't really start affecting your handling until you hit flashing red, and there goes Beleos.
Yeah, well, it's not really good. Like I say, you just... one slight knock and that's it, really, so... Yeah, this is closer than I thought it'd be, actually, considering that this is Cylinder's pick. I think that Beleos has done not too badly here, actually.
Yeah.
This is a very difficult track, as we said earlier, so...
Yeah.
We've already got the times in chat here, but I'm not going to say anything.
616 for cylinder. 616.003. And a 637 for Beleos.
Yeah, repairing is something that you can do. So it's like it's a control option, and yeah, you can do it essentially at any time. Although you do have to be careful when you actually use it, because it does effectively disable one of your engines when it's occurring. So you can use it to repair. It also, if you have an engine fire, it also gets rid of those as well. But yeah, basically, the upgrade level, you actually have an upgrade level for the repair function. So, and it's if it's really low, it's virtually not worth it, because it slows your pod down when you're doing the process, and it can be really quite detrimental to your performance.
Yeah, and Mars Grow being banned by Beleos. Abyss banned from cylinder.
I imagine why he doesn't want to play Abyss. It's a great track.
Oh, I hate that track more than any other.
Yeah, Abyss is a very mean track.
Okay, picking Death Rose.
Well, that's interesting. I think that was his temporary ban previously.
Bang Mars and Ben, and he's banning Ben Quaternaros on top of the Ben with ban. Ooh, so that means you're left with the really terrifying low traction handling pods for this track, and Bowles, Beto, Elon, and Mahonic.
Yeah, pretty smart really to do it that way around. Because if he bans Ben first, then it's kind of obvious he's not going to be playing Ben. So if you ban like a pod like Mars, then you can use your force to ban Ben later, and then you basically got a different scenario. So it's kind of intelligent in a way, because it's kind of misleading to your opponents to what you might pick. It's harder to work out what they're actually going to play when you do it like that. Yeah, so we've got Death Row's Revenge, no Ben and no Mars. Is what they're
Bowles
playing.
Roar, Bowles Roar is by far the fastest choice here, but he's supremely difficult to use.
Yeah, you got pods like Bowles, Eldar, and Mahonic to consider, really. Ellen Mac, etc.
Cylinder going with Bullseye, and Beleos with Bowles Roar.
Ooh, that should be quite exciting.
Uh-oh.
Not quite sure what the question in chat was in reference to there. Yeah, a lot of the stats, actually, the most important stats, some of them are not visible in the game. For example, boost duration and boost thrust are two stats which are fixed, which are not actually, you can't modify them, so that you can't do any upgrades on those. And they're also not displayed in the game either. So they're rather hidden stats. Yeah, some of them you can change. There's six or seven, I think, you can change, and those are the ones you can see in the game. So that's the difference, effectively, between upgrades and no upgrade pods.
Yeah. Beleos has the edge unless he crashes a lot. Ooh,
Yeah.
didn't get the... I'm not so sure.
Yeah, this is an interesting race, actually.
And Bullseye and Bulls are like polar opposite pods when it comes to like handling aspects.
Yeah, it's a fast track, though. There's not too many tight corners, so Beleos, if he can just utilize Bowles' strong boost here, he should have a good advantage.
Yeah, but he's not using the boost well at all. Yeah. 53. All that underheating is gonna cost him. Yeah. Yeah, Beleos is just not boosting it with Bulls at all and underheating severely, which is allowing the cylinder to pull ahead with Bullseye because he's just pushing him to the max that he can do. Yeah. And Beleos crashes, there goes his Bulls' advantage right away. Now a full... like a full 9 or 10 seconds behind now.
Yeah, I think he was trying to be a bit braver there through that section. Oh, he's taking a crash there, though. That's unfortunate.
But now you can see cylinder ahead without even sinking. And Ace just personal messaged me and he said he's going to help with the sinking for the remaining matches. Ah! 224 with Bullseye is actually pretty good.
Yeah, slightly painful result for Beleos here. Yeah, that's a pretty good time for the cylinder, actually, with Bullseye.
Okay. Banning Bullseye.
Well, we're in. We have the players in chat, so we can basically we give them the countdown, and then they start the race. The stream catches up, and then we get to see it live, essentially.
Cylinder banning Zaga. Executioner, no forces, so this should be a Benmir.
Yeah, he didn't ban. He didn't ban any pods here, or did he?
He didn't ban any pods.
Oh, he banned Bullseye, actually.
That was his tent ban, but he didn't do any extra force for a pod ban this time.
No, no. Hmm. I wonder if he's done this because he's practiced the tube a lot. I mean, that seems to me to be the main reason you'd pick something like this, is because you think you're going to crash less than your opponent.
Yeah.
Yeah, shouldn't it be 3-1 now? Yes, it should be 3-1.
Fixed.
Yeah, so thanks for that in chat.
Cylinder, please switch over.
Yeah, I do hope he hasn't forgotten.
And that too, where he just crashed in, is where the track earns that name of Executioner, pretty much.
Yummy, 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 yummy. Yeah, yeah.
I also warned Cylinder about it, so I'm not so sure.
Yeah, well, this would be an easy win for Beleos if, yeah, if he doesn't.
If we could show his time at the end, I think we can accept that. If not,
Beleos taking Anakin's advice from Star.
Okay, it came back. I cannot tell what pace they are in because of how late that was. And Ace is pausing.
I think Beleos is ahead, actually.
Not just ahead, way ahead. Oh, and he's going to lose it. He's turning around.
Oh, no.
Okay, now they're even. Oh, no!
I really don't think that's a good idea, trying to turn around. Somebody else did this, and no, I'm sure it's not quicker to do that. Oh dear.
Oh, it crashes on the entry. Oh, falling apart after that. I think he just got so disenfranchised from that.
Yeah, rather an unfortunate mistake from Beleos, I think. Just the kind of thing that catches you out if you're not prepared for it, really, because you end up in a situation and you have to sort of quickly make a decision about what you want to do, really. Yeah, there's definitely pressure in these matches, as my co-commentator Game Draco said, is that likely elimination spots, players are going to want to do their best in these matches.
Four 24. Match point for cylinder.
Yeah, definitely not what you want. I mean, whenever it gets to match point, then obviously you can't afford to lose any more races. So essentially, if Beleos wants to win, he needs to win 4 in a row now. Okay, so we're just waiting on Beleos to give us his next bans.
Banning Mars.
So again, yeah, these are all temporary bans just for the next track. We should say also we're in group stage as well at the moment, this tournament.
And grabbing gateway from cylinder.
Yeah, Beleos's game stream looks a lot like mine does very often. So just waiting on Beleos to give us his track pick and forces if he has any remaining. Yeah, these matches are all best of 9 in the group stage. Yeah. It looks like we're going to Zuga Challenge.
Okay. Okay, he's gonna burn all the forces.
And I'm not sure if that's the best question to ask Beleos in the chat.
Okay, we have for the final thing winning Ben, Bulls, and Mars.
Okay. So we've got Zuga Challenge, Ben is banned, Bowles is banned, and Mars is banned. So yeah, we're going to see some interesting pods. Yeah, I do hope he doesn't go with Wan Sandage.
I really hope so too.
Still, I managed to get a victory with Wan Sandage on this track, so who knows?
No upgrade against Magius, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so this goes to show he's not all bad.
Aldarbido for Aldarbido and Mahonic.
Yeah, so yeah, they're more sensible picks.
The current record holder for this track is
Mahonic Mirror.
Yeah, I agree with Ace. I think I was hoping you'd stay on Bedo, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, so this track's one of the longest. Starts really. It's really a combination of Spice Mine Run and Mongaza Speedway, essentially. It's a good question, actually. My co-commentator might know because I'm not sure. Has anybody forced skips yet in this tournament? Actually, yes, I think someone has on Inferno.
I know Inferno, and then also that happened also with Knock versus Nacho, where Knock forced skips and it turned into a spectacle where both were failing to get the skip repeatedly.
Yeah, of course. How could I forget that? yeah, that's worth watching. I take it this is their actual race now?
Yes. Oh, it crashes outside the dozer.
That sync pause curse. That's what it was. Oof, it's a interesting death.
Yeah. I usually see people crash there.
Heavy whack from Beleos. Just didn't crash, just lost a lot of speed though, so he's had to re-accelerate essentially. Question is, do they both have dozer awareness? That's the question.
And the dozer awareness is a bit trickier, considering most people's dozer awareness is tuned to fully upgraded Ben.
That was unbelievably close from Cylinder.
And then Beleos just scraped off the dozer.
That was pretty ridiculous.
Ouch, a 157. That's my record for this track with no upgrade Ben.
Yeah, like you say, with the slightly slower pod, it means that the dozer's in slightly different positions. So, yeah, definitely something to keep an eye on. I wouldn't like to stay where it is, actually, when they're going to arrive at it.
I have no idea, since I'm not used to the timing with Mahan. We're basically tuned to Ben and Bulls, which are very close to each other.
Yeah, they're also on different pace as well, so we'll see where it is for Cylinder. That will give us a good idea. Okay, so it's at the top. Ooh! So Beleos actually, it's going to be quite close to it. Yeah, so that actually helped Beleos a little bit.
Whoa!
Well, that's made up quite a lot of ground for Beleos. I really hope he can take this race, to be honest.
They're neck and neck now.
Yeah, Cylinder underheating a lot, actually, it seems. Yeah, Beleos using the slightly longer route.
Oh, that will put a crip in your day. He crashed.
Yeah, they've still got the dozer to go through, though, so...
Which I have no idea it will be.
I think it'll be just below the top for Cylinder, but we'll see. Interesting, this.
Oh, it's in the good spot for Cylinder.
Oh, wow, okay. I didn't expect it to be there.
And with that win, we have one less racer, sadly. Beleos just got eliminated.
Yeah, got a feel for Beleos a bit really, because I mean he didn't play too badly, and you know a lot of these were pretty close races. That executioner one was very unfortunate really for him. Well, we're just going to ask our players if they will join us for interviews if they have time.
Hello, congratulations on 17th place, Beleos. I will certainly miss your forces strategy. I hope more people pick you up as the tournament continues with your force usage.
Oh, just yeah. I suppose just getting silly with it. I kind of vaguely remember the top meta in general, so just kind of knocking those off just kind of makes things weird. It seems.
Yeah, that was an exciting match, though. I thought that was, you know, really quite close on a lot of those races between you two. I felt bad for you, to be honest. I mean, you were kind of unlucky on some of those tracks, really.
Oh goodness, I feel so stupid trying to turn around on Executioner, because go figure, I died twice trying to pull a K turn.
Yeah, you were so close on most of the maps. It was, I guess, just a matter of luck, and I guess you in the same way I got a lot of weird bugs, or I got a lot of unlucky things that happened on the scrapers, I guess, and you easily took the lead, so could have happened, buddy.
Yeah, you definitely had chances, Belius. There, obviously, congratulations to Cylinder for not being eliminated. That's always good. So we'll see you in the double elimination phase. But yeah, the that last race was particularly interesting because neither of us had any idea where the dozer would be there. So, and you were both really close to it on your first lap. You literally just scraped underneath it, both of you, on your first lap. So that was pretty interesting.
Oh, nice. I honestly thought that the dozer was at a specific place for each lap, but always at the same place, isn't it?
Nope. Most people are just used to the timing with Ben Quaternaro's fully upgraded. And usually if they use a pod outside of fully upgraded Ben, their dozer timing just gets thrown off.
Okay.
Oh, it's not necessarily. I don't really know the dozer timing for Ben to begin with, so it's always a pleasant surprise for me.
Yeah, so let's say, like I say, that's why we didn't have any idea where it was. So yeah, that was definitely interesting.
Sure. Yeah, and actually, I don't really exactly know which runner is best on which track, but I hesitated for this last one between Mahonic, Sebulba, and Alderbedo. Actually, I thought these were three correct picks. I would say.
Let me just say, so glad you didn't pick Sabol, because Sebulba fully upgrade is the worst pod in the game. He's the slowest.
Oh, easy.
Yeah,
Yes.
when he has upgrades, yeah.
Okay, I didn't knew that.
Yeah, he is fully upgraded. Sebulba is the slowest pod.
Okay.
And his stats are terrible in everything.
Yeah,
It's
that's a
really
bit weird
unfortunate. Yeah,
regarding
he's
the
like half
movie.
decent in in the no upgrade, right?
Yeah, he's third fastest, no upgrade, because of his raw top speed being the highest, but still,
Okay.
Bulls and Ben knock him for a loop even without upgrades, and he gets beaten by everyone, fully upgraded.
All right, I will not pick him like ever then. But a lot of people bet heavily on Sebulba.
Yeah, you can always bet on Sebulba to lose fully upgraded unless it's a really lopsided match skill level.
All right then.
Yeah,
Um,
it's unfortunate you switched Beleos from. I think because originally I think you were going to go with Aldar Bedo, and then you switched to Mahonic. I think given how close the last race was, I think you could have potentially taken that with that pod.
Oh well, darn. What's the I guess the big difference between the two? 'Cause I'm not too well versed in the I guess the second tier pods.
Well, they have the same boost thrusts. Aldar Bedo, well, actually, both have good cooling, although Aldar has a longer boost, which is technically an advantage. And the max turn rate of Mahonic isn't so significant on a track like this. So Aldar's essentially has the best average speed out of the remaining pods, considering which pods were banned. So yeah, Aldar would be a good pick there.
Okay, neat. Yeah, I have it. I don't think I've raced with Mahonic since last year's tournament, so I was a little worried for the worst. But it turns out he was actually pretty an agreeable drive.
I guess so. I guess so. I had a lot of any percent practices this year, and I guess I chose him by habit. We could say more than thinking about is he going to be good or not. And
Hmm.
yeah, yeah. I actually it brought a lot of bad habits as well during the match.
Well, congratulations on taking one track, Bellis. You definitely had chances, like I say, of taking more there. So rather unfortunate. They were a lot of very close races. So it was good to see some competition on there. It was very much back and forth between you on a lot of those tracks.
Particularly Executioner and Zugga.
So
Yeah,
close.
And you
Yeah, a
definitely
little
played.
cleaner. If my other matches can be that close in general, that would just. I don't mind clean sweeps, so maybe if they're a little more nail biting, that would be nice.
Yeah,
To
you
lose
definitely
but
played
less.
better than last year. You definitely played better than last year, and I think you were a little bit more cautious in some places, like just trying just basically to stay alive and just do the best you can really with it, which was good.
Yeah, so I don't know. It feels a little sometimes just trying to go deathless will net you a better time in general anyway. At least at my level.
Yeah, it's not a bad strategy, I would say, and you'll definitely improve if you keep playing for sure. So
It's a good game, so I plan on it. So
yes,
Le6lindre makes it the bracket of 16.
yeah, there's going to be 4 eliminations if I understand how the system works right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
there's going to be 4 eliminations, one from each of the 4 groups, and since you've played all 4 players and lost them all, sadly, Beleos, you're one of the 4 eliminated, sadly.
Wop wop.
Okay, yeah, I'm looking at the bracket and the tournament at 3 right now. It's actually really good. We have a lot of players to the yeah today. Almost 20. I count 20. That's good.
Several more than last year. Hopefully next year there's more, although the round robins might take forever in that case.
Yeah, I think that was one of the main issues. Actually, was just organizing this. Was just trying to organize the bracket, because obviously that has to be considering how the eliminations are going to work and that kind of thing. So only certain numbers would work, otherwise it'd be really difficult. So yeah, that's yeah, it's kind of tricky.
All right then.
Any other thoughts?
Yeah, I guess Beleos was maybe my the most fair fight. I might yeah, I might face a lot of really good racers in the coming matches.
Yeah, you're definitely going to have some interesting matches against like Goblin Lifestyle and That's No Good and Knock, Dwy Guy, etc. Because they're all sort of around your times on qualifying. So
Okay.
yeah, those will definitely be interesting.
Okay. I guess I don't know most of them, so it's gonna be interesting to meet them and see how it goes. Definitely. All right then.
Well, thanks for doing such a good match. That was a lot closer than it appeared. You know, like we just look at the scores, it was definitely not at all one-sided. So, yeah, it was a good match. So well done to both of you.
Thank you, and thanks SpeedGaming for putting us on and all that.
Yeah, thank you very much, guys, for the commentary. I guess I'm gonna rewatch it right now and see what's being done.
You'll enjoy watching that match back.
All right.
Yep.
GG again, Beleos, and see you soon as well. Have a good night, everybody.
Yeah, especially for our viewers in Europe, which it's about 10, 11 at night.
Yes, indeed. I forget this.
Yeah, and again, well done, Cylinder, for making the double elimination bracket. That's good.
Thank you very much.
Yeah. And thank you for joining in on commentary at the last second, Mike. That was very helpful. And good luck, everyone. May the force be with you. And we'll see you tomorrow with one of the most hyped and contested matches between two solid newcomers in Knock versus Juggleby. That will be at 7:30 p.m. Eastern Time tomorrow.
Yeah, that'll be a good one to watch. Don't want to miss that. So, and yeah, thanks again, Game Draco, for letting me join. It's always fun to commentate these matches. So, yeah, we'll see you next time.